Hello everyone, I'm Dennis Cometti. Tonight's blockbuster is being held at the MCG. Here we go. It's Richmond versus the Magpies. Treloar gets the hand pass. Good tap from Treloar. Miles kicks it. Rioli takes an uncontested mark. Puts boot to ball. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. I guess it was worth a go. Floston making his way in. Let's hope he's compensated for the win. Here's the bounce. Grundy really gets onto this one. Kicked by Hunt. Caddy marks it. With a kicking technique that's a bit like a suitcase in which we're trying to pack too many things into. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball.
Oxley needs to work on his vertical leap because at times he can be found wanting when he's leaping for the ball. Rioli gathers the ball. He gets boot to the ball. It's a mark. Lloyd decides to play on. Loston takes the uncontested mark.
Lobs the handball. Did he see a ghost?
Howe. He's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. Prestia takes advantage. The ball gets smothered. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Just wasn't able to grab it cleanly. Rewalt with his head down. The mark will be paid.
Floston choosing to play on. Hampson has the ball. The Tigers get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. The ball is bounced. Clean tap out of the ruck. Sends it on its way. Great grab. Jams it on the boot now. Great mark. Nice drop punt. Blair marks. Sends the Sharon on its way. He gets above the crowd. 30 metres out. And he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him. Chalk up a goal for Collingwood. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce is straight as an arrow. Knocks it down in front. Able to grab it on the half volley. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. A nice running mark. Langdon sends the ball on its way.
Adams has some potential and he'll really be able to unlock that potential if he has some continuous effort. He slams that on the boot. Grundy with the ball. He boots it. Grigg, just the better man in that contest. He boots it. Martin with the mark.
Chips it down towards half forward. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Langdon feeds it wide. Oscar Elliott takes it well. Kicks. The Tigers confront by 6 at quarter time.
The Tigers will...
The siren sounds for the second quarter.
Obstacles are those fruitful things you see when you take your eyes off your goals.
Jams it on the boot now. A great effort. He plays on now. Prestia gets a less than pretty drop punt away. Jams it on the boot now. Strong mark. Riddle wants to play on. Holding the ball is the call. Bumps the pigskin. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Hits the running man. He gets another possession. The Tigers 2 goals up.
Rewalt obviously loves playing for the club. I can't imagine him being anywhere else.
Hunt takes advantage. Hunt feeds it wide. Hooley grabs that one. Miles gets a hard bump from Crisp. He pumped that one. I guess it was worth a go. Chips it down towards half forward. Rewalt alone for the uncontested mark. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 50 metres from home. Howe controls it. Reed gets the ball. Gets his first possession of the match. Hooley has it. Kicks it. He has space for an easy mark. Marriage boots it. Floston up. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Oxley onto the ball, heads up the corridor. Grundy marks it. Cuts towards the middle. Good mark on the run. Curtis doesn't waste that opportunity. Martin picks up the loose ball. Ball crosses the boundary. Here we go again. Guided down nicely by Grundy. Hooley with the inside 50. Jams it on the boot now. Boyd presents and takes the mark. He's got the footy in his hands. Wayward with a kick. That's 2 in a row for the Tigers. The Tigers leading 3 goals the difference.
Rewalt can be kept quiet for 3 quarters and he still walks away with a bag of goals. You can't turn your back on him for one moment.
Oxley kicks. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. A great effort. A lovely drop punt. Nice hands.
Marriage may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. Grigg gives away the free, pushing the back. He gets boot to the ball. That's a nice strong mark. Shade kicks the ball. Hodgson just wanted it more then. He boots it.
The ball goes over the line. Umpire lets it loose. Shade really gets onto this one. Martin sticks out his hands and collects the ball. He wins the contest. Richmond leading by 18 as we go. The crowd anxious. Let's get into the second half.
The best athletes in the world are those willing to push harder than anyone else and go through more pain than anyone else too.
Gathered by Asbury. He's able to thread a needle and that kick comes out of the pack. Rioli covers some ground with that effort. Nankervis grabs that one. Lloyd takes advantage. White takes advantage. Good tap from Langdon. Handball short. Oxley puts it on the boot. Good mark by Treloar.
Treloar told me recently that he really loves playing for this club and you can really see it in his attitude on the field. I think he's going to play for this club for a long, long time. Shade boots it. He marks the ball. Sending it on its way. Maynard with great hands.
Keeps it close to the ground. He wins the contest. Works it across the ground. Nice hands.
Puts boot to ball. That's a mark.
Nankervis gets the interception on the bounce. Marriage has it. He plays on now. Miles with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Goes short with a hand pass. Oxley kicks it. Good mark on the run. Kicks hurriedly. Nice mark there. Treloar with the kick. Good mark by Shade.
When you look at the set shots at goal, there just aren't enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to mark. The Collingwood forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot.
A chance to add one more to his tally. That's 3 in a row for Richmond. The Tigers by 4 goals. Nankervis totally outclassed in that contest. And the mark will be paid. Gets boot to high. Boyd claims the ball. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. A long way out. Cleared by Grundy. Martin comes away with the ball. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack.
Reid is really starting to get into the right positions on the ground. Sending it on its way. Great move to be able to work into an uncontested position. Good mark. He boots it. Martin misses the ball. Hodgson puts his boot on it. Boston takes the mark.
Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. And they like it behind the goals. He likes it. Goal. Bounce straight down. Good tap from Grundy. A favourable bounce. He's able to thread a needle and that kick comes out of the pack. As we go into the final break, the scores are the Tigers. And the last quarter of this match is underway.
You can't just beat a team. You have to leave a lasting impression in their minds so that they never want to see you again.
Grundy with the punch. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Out with the mark. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt. Adams claims it. Slams it on the boot. So well timed. Sends the Sharon on its way. Floston takes it well. Gets boot to leather. He had perfect control over the ball right up until the minute he kicked it. I would have expected him to nail that. Caddy put his head down, running for home. Couldn't complete the mark. Richmond get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal.
Rewalt often has to shoot with very little time and space. He just has that innate sense of knowing where the goals are, even when he's being tackled.
Kicks it. A nice uncontested mark for Greenwood. Slams it on the boot. The contest, no match for him. Booted by Hunt. Treloar looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
The Magpies haven't taken many marks inside their 50. They need to be more aggressive and create some room, or they'll find themselves far too behind on the scoreboard. Rioli puts his boot on it.
And the ball crosses over the boundary. The ruckman jostle for position. Good tap from Grundy. Clean tap by Pendlebury. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. He kicks quickly. Lambert marks on the run. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Caddy picks up the bouncing ball. Keeps it close to the ground. Lloyd was surrounded. He needed to mark it, and he did. A mark by Hampson. Nice kick. That's number 3. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce.
Matches are often won and lost at the stoppages. Collingwood are on top of the clearances, so clearly their weakness is linking the ball chain of movement forward. Get that right, and they could get back into this contest. Hooley claims the ball. He manages to intercept the bouncing ball. Marriage with the ball.
Sends the Sharon on its way. White gets the upper hand. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Boots it. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. It was all his. Boots it. His mistake costs him a possession. Marriage has played a shocker. He's like a long jumper who can't reach the sand. Rioli collects it. He collects the loose ball. Approaching the goals now. Finals.